The Great Florida Freeze 2026.
An outsider boldly admits that he uses the amenities from the villages.
An update on that sinkhole.
Is the villages safe?
Another great bubble wrap.
Most houses in the villages have one of these. It ends up being kind of a trouble spot on your house. Mine gave up and spritzed water all over the place. On this week's bubble wrap, I'll show you how to change one of these out on your outdoor hoses.
And a whole lot more.
Hit it, Wally.
Send us your questions, we've got your answers. Jerry and Linda's Mailbag Monday.
Hi, everybody.
Hello there.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Linda.
We're the Newcomers. We come to you from the Villages, Florida every week with tips and tricks to make your retirement the best it can be. We have a tremendous show for you today. We're so glad you're with us. You know, this past week, we hosted some friends from Indiana.
We did.
Dear friends. We haven't seen them for 7 years. They helped us. In fact, when we had the moving van pull out of our driveway, they were right there to tell us goodbye.
Yeah, they did.
And it was so great to have them, and they came down and spent a week with their beautiful dog, Noli.
That's right.
And we had a ball. What'd you do?
I took her everywhere. I mean, I got a guest card, so Laura and I went in, did yoga. We did some walking with a neighbor. We went out to play boozy bingo. We had a good time. We tried to immerse them, but daggone, it was cold.
They liked boozy bingo, but it was chilly. We're going to talk more about that in just a few minutes, but got a cold spell hitting the villages. And Joe and I went, and he's a photographer, and we went and found those pelicans, those beautiful big white pelicans with a huge wingspan, and took some pictures, and that was just great. We had cart ride after cart ride.
We did. We went north, we went south, we went everywhere, and we even let them use our golf cart while we had another obligation one day. So it was a lot of fun, and they had a lot of adventures. I'm sure they'll be talking about it for weeks.
We even got out to Wii and did some Wii bowling. I like that. You know, we had one with all the games, and we sent it with our children. I might have to try to find one. I don't think they make them anymore, but I'd like to get my hands on one.
It's called eBay or something.
Yeah. Well, we had a lot of fun with them. And we hope you enjoyed the video on Friday of Linda and her Butterbell.
Yeah.
You know, so many of the comments were nice. They like you, Linda.
Oh, well, I hope so.
She's right at home in the kitchen, and we have some other shows planned, and we think you'll really like them. I know you have a ball doing it.
I do. I like that.
We're kicking off a contest. We, as you know, I brag about our bidets. You know, we have one in each of our bathrooms and love them. And Many Bidets is a company, and they have generously given us one to give away. And what we're doing is having you sign up at their website. It's not a pitch for you to buy anything, but everybody that signs up will get a discount if you ever decide to buy one. But one lucky winner is going to get an absolutely free $700 bidet. It's the Eco Nova, and it's got all the bells and whistles. It's got a light at night, so you've got something to aim at. It's got a bun warmer when you sit down.
Right now, it is the bun warmer. The seat and the bun warmer. The
Warm
seat is
water,
great right now.
Pulsating water. It's a great unit. Yeah. So go to the website. I'll have it in the video description, first thing down there, and you can sign up. And on February 11th, they're going to pick a lucky winner and ship it right to your house. So make sure you go and register. And
good luck.
Good luck.
It's time for viewer video.
And here's Brett from Michigan.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Jerry. My name's Brett. I'm a Michigan snowbird, and I should be there in the villages today, but we had that little weather thing happening where they predicted 25 inches of snow for Evansville, and they got that. So I waited 2 days to leave. Tomorrow I'm heading to Auburn, Alabama, and finally we'll get to our place, or I'll get to our place in the villages. And I'm driving one more truckload of stuff down. Got an interesting quick story to tell you. Last year in December, my wife won the lottery. Now, it wasn't the Powerball, it wasn't the Mega Millions. It was the Atwood Bungalows Lifestyle Visit House Lottery. So in December, we put a bid in, or my wife Cindy did, and we won, and we now own an Atwood Bungalow, a courtyard villa. We love it. We're so close to Brownwood. It's like we have our own private tunnel under Powell Road. You've got the Publix and the shopping, and our multimodal path up to Eisenhower Rec is like our own private road. And another nice thing about the Atwood bungalows is we got it with no bond. So we're really exciting. So I've got one more trip down to get the rest of the stuff we want to have there. My wife Cindy's gonna join us on, or gonna fly down and join me on Sunday, and we'll see you when we get there.
Thank you. Yeah, you hit the lottery, huh? Well, that's wonderful. And you'll be down here with your new house. I remember that's exciting time.
It really is. I know you're all getting ready. That next phase of your life, you're going to plan. Okay, I got to downsize. I got to move. Got to do this, do this, do this. Your mind's a spinning, but congratulations.
Welcome. Another viewer, our buddy Jim from Indiana, sent this. Look at that. That's his biggest fish to date here in the Villages. He fished and caught that in my pond. So good job, Jim. Keep taking pictures as you catch bigger and bigger, and we'll share them with our viewers. Thank you. Whoa, it's cold, right?
It has been cold. I tell you what, I kept kind of going, oh, I'm down in Florida, my sister's in Indiana, and we don't get those teen temperatures. Oh, no. But, we went lower than the teens.
9 degrees. It's just too much for these people down here in Florida. And me too, now that I've been here 7 years.
Yeah.
Our blood done thinned.
I think when it gets 50s and 60s now outside, I'm ready to have 2 layers and have gloves handy. Isn't that crazy?
It's really a catastrophe, though, because your things like crotons, those beautiful plants out front, the robolinis are going to suffer. Lots of our things, the hibiscus, and even the palm trees are going to suffer with this cold weather. We may be back to square one. Now, we decided years ago, anything that we thought would freeze out, if it died, we didn't replace it with anything that would freeze. But we weren't thinking about 9 degrees, so we'll just have to wait and see how everything fares. We did turn off our sprinklers. Now, that's up for debate. Some people leave them on, some people don't. 9 degrees, we turned ours off. We don't want any possibility of standing water and breaking pipes. We disconnected our hoses. In fact, Peter's got a great tip concerning hoses today on bubble wrap. But it's going to be tough. And we dug out some things we hadn't seen for years. Are the extra heavy socks.
Yeah, right.
The coats with hoods.
Yeah.
Gloves.
Yeah.
Wearing gloves in Florida.
Yeah, that's true.
Let us know how you fared, or if you have any stories to tell about the freeze, be sure to write in.
And our hearts and prayers go out to all those in the northern part of the states that are suffering, that have power out for days and ice on their driveways and their trees are down and whatever. We're pulling for you, and we are so sorry you're going through this. But you've got a lot of people going through this right now.
You're seeing this on Monday, and we're taping it on Saturday, so the freeze hasn't actually hit yet.
Tonight.
But it's coming, and even the possibility of snow. The Villages looks a little different as you drive around because many people have their plants covered with sheets and tarps and tents and anything you can think of trying to save them. I sure hope it works. So please write in or send us a video if you have anything to say about this freeze. We'd love to share it with everybody. The Villages Model Train Show is in town. It's going to be here February 7th and 8th. There's a $1 off coupon that we'd be glad for you to copy and use. Admission's $8. Children under 12 are free, but you're going to see all types of little locomotives. It benefits the Villages Model Train Show, and that's going to be a fun event. We often talk about the dangers of golf carts and cars. We had an episode the other day. We were driving right down Hillsborough Trail. I'm driving, Linda's in the passenger seat. We're in our golf car. We're right over in the golf cart lane. And as you drive along, cars from side streets sometimes pull out. And one pulled out right at the time I was crossing the street, which we were doing everything right. And this car zoomed out of a side street and swerved over and made me swerve and almost hit the curb. Linda got totally upset.
I freak out when people are beside me, especially semis, but this was one of those big giant Jeeps and they were lifted up high and it was coming this way and I knew we were going to be hit. And I thought, what are we going to do? We're going to hit that curb to go upside down. And I was preparing for it. I thought, what am I going to do?
took some great
But
defensive
he
driving.
did a great job. He was steady, steady, or ready Eddie, whatever. But he's just Freddie, whatever your name is. But he did such a great job. I'm so thankful. But it was scary.
Well, here's the funny thing, though. Going down Hillsborough, they ran into traffic, so they couldn't zoom ahead. They were embarrassed. And we got up to the stoplight at the same time, and Linda says, let me over there. I want to give her a dirty look. She did. She wanted to give him a dirty look.
It was a guy, and the girl was in the passenger seat, and I thought for sure it was just one guy by himself, but a lady was with him, and I thought, how'd she let her husband or boyfriend drive like that? I said, I just want to give her a dirty look.
Well, just a reminder, if you're in a car, be careful.
Yes.
Don't hit us when we're in our golf carts. And if you're in a golf cart, watch out for everybody.
Watch out for us.
That's right.
All right. Well, we got to talk about an outsider. This is kind of a confession. Dennis Reynolds, 6915. I live close by to the Villages and use all of the amenities. It's so easy to snag someone's card and make a copy of it. Also, most of the golf cart keys are able to be used in multiple carts, especially if you shave the key down. Okay, you sound like a hardened criminal. What the heck?
That picture, that's AI. I made that up.
You did? I am sitting here boiling. You made all that up?
No, I didn't make that up.
What?
No.
What'd you make up?
I made up a picture that they're seeing right now on the screen.
Okay, we should start this. Oh my God.
Well, I'm just going to leave that in. Anyway, I just made that picture up to kind of illustrate some shady character climbing over and coming into the pools.
No.
But, yeah. He wants to steal your golf cart.
Oh, dear. Oh, my gosh. I'm riled up now. He's going to get a dirty look from me.
Yeah, he's going to get a dirty look.
Get a bad face.
Sonia Young wrote in with a good question, really. She said, can you explain the difference between Villages proper and Lady Lake? I hear people often say that they're from the Villages and they live on Lady Lake. I don't know if there is a Lady Lake. Lady Lake is the name of a small town. Let's call it a town, a hamlet, whatever you want to call it, outside the Villages. So you could actually live in the Villages and be considered part of Lady Lake. I know that's confusing, but you have to remember the Villages. Let's imagine it. I'll put a map on the screen there. You can see what the Villages looks like. It's very long, and it actually overlaps with 3 counties. In the north, you have Marion County, and most of the other villages are in Sumter County, but on the right side of the map is Lake County, and it overlaps with quite a bit of the villages. So you're actually in 3 different counties in the Villages. Now, we live in Sumter. We're policed by the Sumter County Sheriff's Department, but the people in Lake County have the same thing with Lake County and up in Marion County. So if you lived where some of our friends are, that's Fruitland Park.
Some are in Leesburg.
Some are in Leesburg. So we live in the Villages, but we once were part of Wildwood. Other people were once part of Lady Lake, and so on and so forth.
It's time for some of those fun puzzles.
Yeah, I dug some out for you. Now let's look at this first one. And remember, pause your screen if you need more time, but I'm going to tell you the answer right now. See May and A. What is that? I just kind of gave it away, didn't I? May on A's. Mayonnaise. You got that one, didn't you? That's pretty easy. This one's pretty easy too. Here you have 2 words, death and life. Well, you see on the left is death and on the right is life. Life after death. You looked at the answer, didn't you?
I did.
You cheated. And there's one, you see a blank page and the word price. The price is right. It's on the right side of the page. Price is right. I hope you enjoy these puzzles. We have fun bringing them to you. Time for Pet of the Week.
Hi, Jerry and Linda. I'm Dan from Northern California. Meet one of my favorite aquarium fish, the least killifish. They are a native of the southern states, including Florida. My fish were collected near Tampa Bay. Here are some interesting facts about them. They are the smallest fish in North America and are the smallest livebearer in the world. These killifish are related to guppies. They pop out 1 to 3 baby fish every day or 2. The females grow to about an inch long, while the males get to 3/4 of an inch. Males have modified anal fin rays called a gonopodium, which is used to inseminate the females. The gonopodium is about a third the male's body length. You can see the gonopodium being deployed in the picture. Remember sea monkeys that we ordered from the ads in the back of comic books? I hatch them out and feed them to my fish. You can see the fish chasing the little white sea monkeys. They really love them. Best fishes to you and your viewers.
Yeah, another batch of fish. Now that's a fish lover right there. And thank you for sending that in. We appreciate it so much.
We used to have a lot of fish, didn't we?
We did. At one time when we first got married, we were crazy, by the way, when we first got married.
Crazy. We're still crazy, but
I built a giant shelving unit in the basement that held probably 10 aquariums.
Yeah.
And it had gang valves where you hooked the big air compressor into one end and it pumped air to all of them.
yeah,
I don't know what-
we were crazy.
What was it? That was in a basement. That was in our first little house.
Little house.
We paid $17,000 for that house.
We did.
Yeah. That was our little love nest, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Send your submissions if you want your pet to be on. I don't have any more in the bank, so there's a good chance we'll use it. Send it in. If it's too large to send in an email, we'll help you get it here. WeTransfer is a great way to do it. Google One or Google Drive is another good place. And what's the other one? Dropbox. Dropbox is another good way.
And landscaping is preferred. We like landscaping if you could.
Please,
if you
and don't
could
use any
hold
music.
Your camera sideways.
No, don't use any music because
Hold
I
your
got
camera this way.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no music.
Don sent us a letter last week along with a video that showed the sinkhole in the pond by his house. And it was quite a hole and it drained that pond. I know a lot of fish probably died. And wildlife were displaced. And we put out the call, to kind of show that. And the Villages has stepped in to repair that. And they've been working on it all week. Don sent us these videos and pictures. And it looks like they're going to get that ship shape and get it full of water and back in no time at all. Yeah. And there's a diagram that I got for you that shows what a sinkhole is. A sinkhole is kind of when a depression forms up above on the ground and the water runs down and finds a place to escape in a crack or hole through that limestone. And as the water and the silt and the sand all escapes, it keeps getting deeper and deeper, and you've got yourself a sinkhole. And that's what happens. And listen, Florida is famous for sinkholes.
Sand.
But so is Indiana. We owned that farm. We had 85 acres, and I'll bet you there were 5 or 6 big sinkholes on that property.
Yeah.
In fact, I turned my tractor over in one of them one time. It was quite a big deal. You've heard about it before. A couple of years ago, I mentioned it. But sinkholes happen everywhere. Florida, though, has a lot of limestone covered by sand, so that's why we have them here.
I was going to say too about sinkholes back in Indiana. Off subject, doesn't really care about Indiana, but we found a baby calf in one time.
We did.
We had to get a tow rope and try to get around this calf and pull the calf out. So yeah, it happens. It happens. This next question is from Sarah and Tom. Is there anything that you thought you would do in the Villages that you have found out that you're not interested in or that you don't like to do? Yes, I think so. I think we all we're gung-ho, we get here, we want to try a lot of things. We did bocce, we did a shuffleboard. And I know there's a couple things that I don't like. I don't care for shuffleboard. You have to do some adding, and I'm not into math. Jerry has to take care of the score. But I tried Mahjong. I didn't like it. I did not like it at all. In fact, I hated it. Someone asked me, I said, no, I think I'd rather drive by a semi than play Mahjong. Oh, it was so confusing to me. So I said, no, there are some things that I wouldn't do again. Definitely not Mahjong.
Okay.
What about you?
I don't know. Everything's good as long as you're not familiar with it and you don't tend to like it.
Yeah.
But once you get familiar and you enjoy it, boom, you're good to go. Like golf is for her. She wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Yeah. But now she likes it.
That's it. Just try different things because, I thought I'd never like golf. Do love it now. I would love to do more cards, but, there's only so many hours in the day, but there is over 3,000 clubs. There's so many activities. Amenities here are incredible.
I like everything I've tried. The water volleyball
Yeah.
It was good, but I got criticized because I wasn't good enough for the group that I joined.
You've got to go back.
And so I would like to play, but I don't want to put myself out for ridicule. You know, I had a 70-something-year-old woman told me to go back and
Get lessons.
Get lessons, yeah.
And he was a coach in volleyball.
Yeah. Bubble Wrap today is brought to you by R&R Swimming Pools. If we were going to build a pool, R&R Swimming Pools would be our number one choice.
Look what happens when I turn on the outdoor spigot on the side of my house. Water cascades from near the connection. No, it's not the gasket, and the connection is tight. This is caused by a malfunctioning part. They're called a vacuum valve or a backflow valve, and they can go bad on your house. Mine just did, and I had to remove it. I'll show you how it's done on this week's Bubble Wrap. The backflow valve is attached in place with a set screw. The problem is they have a breakaway end with no way to get them off. That's by design because the new homes have them installed and the homeowner isn't supposed to remove them. But what if they malfunction like mine did? To fix this, you'll need a good drill. You need 2 drill bits to accomplish this task. This is a 3/32 and this is a 11/64. You need this one to start the job, this one finishes it. And make sure you don't go too far in or you'll ruin the serrations and you won't be able to attach your hose again. The smaller drill bit is used first. The key is to remain centered on the rusty, tiny set screw. That's not so easy, but once you've started it, you switch to the larger bit to finish the job. You'll know that you've drilled far enough by taking note of the sound of the drilling. Once the set screw is destroyed, and that's really what's going to happen, you should be able to wrench the faulty backflow valve off with a set of channel locks. Turn it to the left to get it off. Once I had it off completely, I hooked up my garden hose and ran a test. I'm happy to report no leaks on the hose connection, and my spray nozzle is ready for action. I checked with the water department at the city of Wildwood, and an employee told me I did not have to have one installed, so I'm going to keep it off. My internet search reveals these valves last about 5 years, so it was time for mine to go bad. It took me about 10 minutes to do this. A new valve's going to cost me about $6. For now, I'm not using one so I can wash my car. It's not too difficult, you just have to have the right tools. I'm Peter Bernard, and that's this week's Bubble Wrap.
Thank you, Peter. I'm going to take that advice. It looks like a pretty easy fix. I'm going to go out there and give it a try on ours. Most homes here have 2 outdoor spigots. Is that what you call them, a spigot?
Yeah.
Spigot or a faucet. And I'm going to give that a shot. I think it looks like a good improvement and cheap, like you said. Thank you. And by the way, I hope all of you have unscrewed your hoses.
This next question says, this world is a mess. Are you safe living in the villages? I feel very safe. In fact, when we had our guests this last week, they felt very safe. When they came here, our friend Joe went out the front yard to walk the dog around the block in the dark. He felt safe. He stood in the driveway. He says, where are the people? Yeah. I said, that's what I feel like when I get here. You know, I feel very, very safe.
Well, yeah, I mean, and a lot of people here watch out for each other. Mm-hmm. You know, we got Gladys Kravitz here. You're not going to break into our neighbor's house without this lady knowing. No. But we have cameras on our house. Yes. A lot of people do down here. And we have cameras in our house. You know, a lot of people do that as well. And we have the community watch come around. Mm-hmm. You know, it's not easy to get in and out of these neighborhoods. There's generally only 1 or 2 entrances to a neighborhood. Mm-hmm. And you have to pass a lot of homes with the Ring doorbells,
yes.
a lot of homes with security cameras. So we feel pretty safe. And we've got the Sumter County Sheriff's Department here if we need them. Mm-hmm. Hey, all of you that have been using our Amazon storefront, that is so nice of you, and thank you. That's one of the ways that we keep our channel going, so please keep it up, and we appreciate you so much.
Well, it's time for the Newcomers crew. We want to thank everyone that tunes in, watches our shows, our live shows, that gives us comments and questions, especially the questions. We love you to bring in the questions and pet of the weeks. Anything that you can add to our show, we do appreciate all of you. And we love meeting you on the out and abouts, town squares. Enjoy you so much.
Yeah. And that's going to do it for this week's edition of
Mailbag Monday.
If you liked our video today, please press that like and subscribe button and share it with all your friends, neighbors, relatives, and everyone you know. Until next time.
See you when you get here. Man, my nose was itching for 2 questions, and I
Did
didn't.
you pluck
I didn't
her
wanna
hair?
scratch it. No.
Oh.
You gotta. Let's say hot.
If you do that, the big D word's coming.
What's that mean?
Divorce.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I can see myself now. The other way. The other way. It's blinding me. The other way. Tilt. Just, there you go. Now tilt it down a little bit. You ready? Mm-hmm. Let's see. That looks good. You got that just right. And then where's the camera?
Over here.
Okay.
An outsider.
Let me do that again. I don't want to say 2026.
So then later on we say, hello, I'm Jerry and I'm Linda.
Yeah, after we play.
Okay.
Did you think you stumbled there?
A little. Well, not bad.
Okay.
I didn't fall down.
No, let's do it right.
Okay. Oh, forgot to pause. Forgot.
Okay. Every week you forget to pause. Okay, now you go. Glad you're with us today because we have so much good stuff, don't we?
Hello, I'm Linda. You're not. When are we gonna do that?
Okay.
When are we gonna tell them who we are?
All right, okay. I forgot. And we're here to bring you stories and tales and information, all help. Okay. Why is it so hard today?
I don't know.
And we're bringing you tips and tricks and information to help make your retirement the best ever.
Retirement.
God.
You said retirement. Hope you enjoyed these pencils.
What? What do I want to say? So there you go. I hope that explains it. You can be more than one thing at one time. Whatever that means.
You cut that out. Okay, where are we?
It's supposed to get easier. It's supposed to get easier. I don't know if that explained it or not, but we're all part of multiple possibilities. That's stupid.
If you do, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead.
You forgot.
I did. I always forget that's on.